Oh, we're live, I think. All right, hi. I'm definitely making this because I anticipate it being seen more once I upload it, but I am testing out my setup at home. So hopefully, if people pop in, you can help me with my sound because that's the biggest struggle. Technologically speaking, that's the biggest struggle I have right now, and also I'm using StreamYard again from home, and I don't know if you can hear me or if it's super loud or what have you. Anyway, I am gonna I'll more than likely, I'll cut out this beginning part and upload this as a video. And also with StreamYard, I don't know for certain. Hey, your sound is good. Thank you. Okay, I was about to say, I don't know if I'm even able to get comments this way. I just figured out the YouTube app live streaming. So yeah, I just wanted to test it out. My microphone is here, but it's very sensitive, so I keep it far away. um, and yeah, I'll fiddle with after I end this, I'll go back and listen to it and test it out. But I also wanted to use this as an opportunity to test out the other features in the StreamYard. I didn't really plan this the best I could. Because there we go. Because StreamYard lets me bring guests on and show other pages on websites and stuff. So I'm going to use this as an opportunity, like it said on my thumbnail, as a PSA of sorts, because I've had this information for a while. I didn't know what to do with it. So some of the swatting calls in recent protests, not just in LA, because we had it happen in Colorado too with Jay, but I wanted to just share this. Again, I'm using this mostly as an opportunity to learn how to fiddle around with the StreamYard, but I also just thought it was an interesting thing, just something to have in your back pocket. Let's see. So this morning I heard Zachary Ellis at Zachary Obama. I saw Natalie's show. She did the clip that Zachary caught of DOA getting swatted again. And he said something in it. Actually, okay, so here I am learning this, but he said something interesting, and that's when I thought, I wanna just put the info out there. So here's me now attempting, yes, the art show. So here's me now attempting to show a video in StreamYard, even though you've all probably seen it. But again, I thank you for your patience while I try new things. So let's see.
Wow. There you go. We couldn't even get through an art show without you getting swatted, DOA.
How's that sound? Can you hear that when I do that? I could turn that up too. I just feel like I need to turn that up. I'm gonna. Sounds good. Okay, well, now it's gonna be a little bit louder, so adjust your volume accordingly. But it was this that made me realize this was a great day to try live streaming from my home setup sitch here.
I wasn't even live. Yeah. I mean, I would be laughing less if media relations would respond to my emails about this when I send them like the videos of you getting swatted and they don't respond.
Well, you got it now.
Yeah. I mean, I have public records requests open too about you and the LAPD swatting. But I think we know who's doing this.
I had to cut it off because then DOA says, Laura. Okay, so those are some things we can do. We can put in requests for the calls, for the transcripts. We can put in requests for, well, like he said, he's contacted public relations. That's good. I've downloaded quite a few of the 911. What are those folks called? Who are those people that answer? Oh, this is great. Me Live is great. Hi, guy. Oh, hello, everyone. Fluffer Squirrel UK. I'm starting to really love seeing that name. Come on. The word of the humans, the operators that are answering, whatever. Anyway, I've downloaded those, but that's just the radio calls and the call out on that end. And then this is me testing out how to go live and just using one bit of info I have, but I thought it was a good opportunity to just share this, and which I will now attempt to do by clicking buttons in the StreamYard as I learn to do this. But one thing I thought was interesting, worth noting, is that in May of 23, the FBI created a system where law enforcement agencies can report SWAT calls. And I just thought it would be interesting to look into that. So I did. And this is between those agencies. So we don't have the public doesn't have access to that system. But let's see. So if you go in though and just Google, or not Google, but search swatting VCC flyer, this will pop up for you. And I'm trying to pull that up now. There it is. Oh gosh, here's where I just hope I'm not about to share all my info. There we go. Okay, now what happens if I do that? Okay, so I did that. Now my hope is that it changes. So I put in new swatting VCC flyer and then the date, but I bet you don't even need that. And then also oh no, I do have it. I already did it. So in the description, there's a link to this flyer as well. Hopefully. My phalanges are crossed that this works. Oh, no, it doesn't like that at all. I know you guys saw it. Hold up. All right, let's try it again. That's weird. I wonder if it has something to do. There it is. Okay, so 911. Yeah, the operators. Yeah. There's still another word. I'm just not thinking of it. Anyway, so again, this is a flyer that was created for law enforcement, right? But it is public. And it's how they want the law enforcement agencies to be educated on using the system that they created for agencies to report these SWAT calls. I just think knowledge is power. So the flyer here is 3 pages basically, and here I will show you. So what I did was, I can't really see my camera, but I just printed it out and then I keep it with me just in case, because I thought it'd be interesting to just I think it's good to let the officers involved in these situations know that we know that they should be reporting it. I'm not saying it's gonna even lead to anything or matter, but I just think it's another, again, tool in the back pocket, just a bit of info. And anyway, so this flyer specifically goes through how it's set up, why it was set up, but also, again, let's see if I can get this bigger for me because it's difficult for me to see. Oh, if I do that, I can't see your chats. Don't do that. Don't show the chat. Well, we'll try this for a second. But anyway, so this shows officers. I wonder if I can do it this way. That they can get training on how to use this system. And it shows them where they can get their materials for it. It shows where officers can email for more information or call. And then let's see, it also gives, this is why I like the flyer, because it's not for me to have, but it's for me to have if ever the situation arose where a SWAT call happened and I was nearby, I would then be taking this flyer and handing it to the officers or whomever to show them how they can report these. So it gives thorough details. They log into their CJIS website, which is the Criminal Justice Information site, and then they log in and they go to the LEAP services, and then it shows them where to go. It shows them how to find the hyperlink anyway. So then it goes through all of how they go through the process to report it so that the calls can be documented properly. And then another thing I found interesting is that it says that we also encourage law enforcement to use the Unclassified Information Sharing System, eGuardian, to report suspicious activity reports, SARS, to the FBI. And that, once again, it shows where they can access that. And yeah, so that's all. And again, I'm using this is my first time live streaming from the homestead. So I used it as an example. I'm going to now stop sharing that. There we go. What was the other thing I did want to share? Let's see what we've got here. Oh, cool. Cool. Glad you like it. Yeah, I've been sitting on lots of little tidbits of info and it took me so much time to get my life together on technologically speaking to be able to do stuff like this. So I might just do little live streams. And I also wanted to hop off for anybody on the Pacific Standard Time Zone. I didn't want to be live at 4:20 because I know everybody has other things many have other things they want to do. And then one more thing, really quick here, while I'm learning how to share pages and stuff. Oh, cool. Oh, good. The link's in my description. I didn't put a link for this. I forgot, but I will after. Hold on. That's a lie. If I don't write it down, I'm lying to you. I have one more thing I'm going to share. Link the so this is like fairly basic, but I just thought, again, more information, the better, maybe. Here we go. And the sound is okay. Like I was saying in the beginning, I'm like a foot away from my microphone. I'm supposed to be much closer, but it's so sensitive that I think I'm better to stay back. Is it better if I get closer, or am I okay back here? And also, I'm so used to speaking quite assertively, so I'm probably not good to be up close to a microphone. Okay, so here's the other one. Cool. All right, thank you. I will link this. You can also search the internet. It's pretty easy, but this is actually a resource that somebody put together for a school in New Jersey, I think it was. What irrelevant. The point is, this is showing how to tell and some of the ways, indicators that it's a SWAT call. And I thought it was interesting because, for example, this here. The swatting call is the only incoming call to report an active shooter or ongoing emergency situation. So in my mind, I'm visualizing if there's an encounter with law enforcement with a SWAT call, a false call, then that's something to say. How many people reported this? How many calls did you receive? Again, more of a not to say they're not aware of it, but to be educated on it, to educate them about it. It's just to show, again, it's just another way to put maybe a little bit of pressure on them to just at least report it. Again, I'm not saying that once it's all reported to the FBI, everything's going to be great, but so incoming calls are spoofed or blocked. Swatting call is routed to a non-emergency dispatch line. I know that I'm not sure which number it was, but the one of the ones that I saw of DOA specifically, it was right after sunset, and it was just that 2-car call that came in. Might have been the third or something. Uh, and I and it said that the caller, I had heard the 911 dispatch call, and it said that they sent pictures and stated, but the way that I heard the dispatch call didn't sound to me like it didn't say that the caller reports. And I believe I couldn't get the audio clear enough, but I'm almost positive that it said they emailed or something like this, emailed photos or something. So, make that, what you will. I'm not saying that's exactly what happened, but anyway, so it's routed to non-emergency line. Um, Caller's tone doesn't match the claims, and I know we heard that on the fire. Oh, maybe yeah, the fire dispatch. Some of those, there was one at where the guy said, like, I think there's a fire in the basement. I'm outside. Everyone, yeah, yeah, it's headed towards the, I think he was saying it was headed to, like, the propane tank or something really extreme where there was gonna be some catastrophic event, and his tone was just really, yeah, more, plain Jane. So, anywho, I'll link this, but again, if we can ask questions like that, did you get more than one call? Did they sound distressed? Did you hear typing or clicking in the background? That's another one. Did they pronounce the name of the city and town properly? Did they claim to be in the location where the event was happening? For example, did they claim to see the gun? Did they claim to see the person with the gun? Okay. Okay, so y'all get it. So that's it. Oh, and then this is where the PSA part comes in. Let me close this up. This is me just being kind of a smartass. Please go away. Okay. And lastly, this is a PSA for those that are thinking about making a SWAT call or have already made a SWAT call. If you go in and you look up just in the FBI alone, swatting in their search bar, I will show you what happens. I get it. I get how people do this. It is tricky, but I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Where are you? There you are. This is just their website alone, and other agencies definitely check in on these things. But PSA to those who think they might want to SWAT or have already, and this is not a detailed list, but we've got an Ohio gamer who was sentenced. We've got the British and American men indicted for it. We've got, I'm not going to pronounce it, Adam Waffen, arrested. We've got Wichita, federal charges filed. We've got sentencing. We've got people having to plead guilty to conspiracy and swatting. So be advised. Look at this. Now some of these are repeat. This is just the updates, but just know it's happening. They are following up on some of these things. And yeah, and if we can hold law enforcement accountable to make sure that the calls are being put in, who knows? Who knows? I think a question I also would have is how do we get access to those records? Do we get access to that? I don't know. I'm not one to necessarily call law enforcement and ask these things, but maybe that's a question for Zachary. Because if he's calling public relations already to ask about these, I guess I would throw out that a cool question to ask is how do we follow up and know that you're reporting these to the what is it? The VCC, the Virtual Command Center. Are you reporting these? And can we get confirmation that you've reported all of them? Would be a good place, good next step, I suppose, if we were going to use this information to hold them accountable in that regard. All right, that's it. I think that's it. What time is it? Oh, almost done. Yeah, StreamYard's tricky. Technology and I have a funny relationship. But thank you for popping in. I got 5 folks watching. That's fun. I have now officially done my first live stream. My first attempt was an hour and 20-minute long interview that I never hit live for. So that'll happen again in the future. Tuesday, I think. And this is the first one where oh no, I was recording that. I never hit record. Good times. Anyway, I guess that's it. I hope you guys all have a good rest of your day, and thank you for popping in. I will add that other link to my description. Yeah, peace, love, and hope. Bye.